We're breastfeeding, we're pumping, we're bottle feeding. We're doing pretty much everything we can to make sure that our babies are nice and full. Hey mamas. So I wanted to make a video about my pumping routine because with Kennedy, I didn't start pumping until she was a little bit bigger, but I got really worried when I started going back to work that I didn't have enough milk for her. It made me really nervous. Oh, it's okay, buddy. So with him, I started pumping right away, and I wanted to share what I've been doing to get over 1,200 milliliters a day. We'll be right back. Okay, we have the baby situated. So back to why I wanted to create this blog. When Kennedy was a baby, I did not start pumping until she was about 2 or 3 months old. And it was right around the same time that she needed more milk that my supply started going down. So I knew with Kurt that right off the bat, I wanted to start pumping to have a huge freezer stash so that if I needed to go back to work earlier, I would always have extra milk on hand. So let's dive right into it. This is pretty much what I do every day to get that minimum of 120 milliliters. And we're gonna take it from midnight to midnight. So starting right around 12:30, 1 p.m., that's when I wake up and I pump for the first time in the middle of the night. I usually get anywhere from 8 to 10 ounces, and that's what I kind of aim for. Is I want to get no less than 6 to 7 ounces each time I pump. So even though it's hard, at 1 a.m. to sit there and keep yourself awake, this is the only time I get up in the night aside from feeding him to pump. So that's when I get those longer stretches in between pumping. So I usually try to get at least 10 milliliters, at least 10 ounces in total when I'm pumping in the night. Now, the next time that I'll wake up is going to be right around 7 a.m. And then I take the milk from the night before and I usually freeze those bags. And then at 7 a.m. I pump again and I usually get right around 10 ounces because it's been a longer stretch since I pumped the last time. Now, starting at 7 a.m. until about 8 or 9 p.m., this is when I try to pump every 3 to 4 hours. So if you're doing the math here, you'll see how if I pump at 7 a.m., around 10 or 11, around 1 or 2, 4 or 5, and then again around 8 or 9, that's going to be about 5 or 6 times. And each time I want to make sure that I'm getting no less than 6 ounces. And this is how we're going to slowly start to build up that stash. Now it's breakfast time and I love to have eggs whenever my husband makes them and I don't have to clean up. But eggs have loads of B vitamins in them, protein, all the good fats you need. So that's a great example of something that you want to be eating throughout the day to keep yourself energized. Then already it's 10 o'clock. We're going to do another quick pump sometime between 10 and 11:30. We're going to aim for that 6 to 8 ounces. This time I was able to get 8, which was great. And now we're going to have a smoothie because I am constantly starving due to the fact that I'm breastfeeding. It's really fun how that works. I've been really enjoying this phytoprotein powder because it's completely plant-based and I love that it's low sugar as well. So I make this really yummy green drink with my phytoprotein powder and that keeps me going until the next time I need to pump, which is going to be right around 1 to 3. So let's do a quick recap. We had the 10 ounces we pumped at midnight. Then we got around 9 ounces from our 7 a.m. And then we've got 7 ounces from each the 10:30 and the 2:30. So right now we're looking at just under 32 ounces. Then it was a quick snack time and time to do the last pump of the night. And when I did this one, we got just about 8 ounces, which was perfect because that brings us to 41 ounces, which is exactly what I mentioned, right around that 1,200 milliliters. And keep in mind, I'm not measuring these perfectly, so they could be off a little bit here and there, but that's again why I'm saying 1,200 milliliters minimum. So friends, thank you so much for joining me on this 24-hour recap of my pumping routine and some of the foods I eat to help support this milk production. I would love to hear your thoughts. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and let me know anything you want to see in the future.